Hi guys, and welcome to our 10 minutes of yoga for the core. So this class can be repeated if you'd like a longer workout. The reason that I created this video was to warm the body up for if you are trying any arm balances, so like crow, handstand, headstand. Really good to heat up the core first. So I hope you enjoy, and I will meet you on the mat. Hi everyone, so let's get started on our backs. So just make your way down as comfortably as you can onto your back, and try to make sure that your lower back is on the mat. So just lift up the hips a little bit, tilt the pelvis, and then lay it back down just so that you can get rid of that arch down the bottom. And then we're going to lift the feet up towards the sky. So the soles of your feet can be facing the sky. You can have a slight bend in your knee if that feels better for you. Just take wherever feels good for you right now. The arms are going to come down to the mat. We're going to inhale, lift the head up slightly. If your neck aches, you can hold on to the head. And we're going to lower the feet about halfway down. Hold. Bring it back up. So inhale, halfway down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. Remember, you can always hold the head. If your neck starts aching, we just want to make sure that the core is switched on and all of this energy is coming from the center of your body. So inhale down, exhale up. Do two more here. Inhale down, exhale up, inhale, exhale. Release the head, release the legs for a second. So you can always do that with your knees bent as well. Okay, so bringing the hands back down to the mat. You're going to cross over your ankles. It doesn't matter which way. And on your inhale, we're going to lift up the bum. So the bum's going to come off of the floor and your legs are going to come up above you. Exhale, come down. So you're inhaling, push your toes up to the ceiling. Exhale, come down. So you're using your hands here to hold yourself onto the mat so that you can push up off of it. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And again, just do a few more of these. Really feeling it in your core here. Make sure you're using your core muscles more than your arms to get yourself up. And last one. And relax back down to the mat for a second. Maybe hug your knees in. Give a few rocks if you need to. And then lifting the legs back up to the sky. Hands come down to the mat. They can be under your lower back if you need to. So the bottom of your spine, like underneath your bum, or down by the side. We're going to lower the right leg, just so that it's a couple of inches off the mat. Lift it back up. Lower the left. Lower it down quite slow. Bring it back up. Just make sure you're breathing as well. So these exercises are really good for a strong core in your yoga practice. So a strong core is great for most of the poses, but it's very good for arm balances, handstands, crow pose, anything like that. You need to have that core fired up. If you do have any clicks in your hips, you can always bend your legs, go down as far as you can, and then bring it back up. So we don't really want the click to be the hip to be clicking here. So just keep going, opposite leg for a moment. Make sure you're breathing and not holding the breath. Last one. And then hug the knees in again. Grab behind the thighs and just rock up to boat pose. So your legs are parallel to the floor, hands come long next to it, and just hold here for a moment. Try and keep your spine nice and straight. Lengthen through the spine. Then hands come together, all fingertips can touch, and just twist to the left, twist to the right. Try and keep your feet parallel to the mat as you twist here. Just going to keep this practice nice and short today, but nice and strong. So if you need a little bit more, you can do this class again. And then relax your feet. Just come into a seated position for a moment. Lengthen through the spine. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Now let's roll over. And let's come into a plank position on our forearms. So you want your forearms to be shoulder width apart. So if you're not sure, grab opposite elbows and that's shoulder width. And then you can either bring your hands together or you can have them parallel. Completely up to you. Tuck your toes. Come into your plank. So really you want your shoulders over your elbows here. Hug that core in, make sure that your bum's not sticking up and that you're not dipping down, okay? Have that in between. And breathe, focus in on your breath. Look in between your thumbs if your hands are apart, or at your hands if they're together. Switch on that core, focus on your breath and breathe. And hold it here. Hold, 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 you're doing so well. And then push your bum up to the sky. And come into dolphin. You might want to walk your feet in a little bit further. And hold here. Try and really push your chest back towards your thighs. And then if you moved your feet forward, just move them back slightly again. Come back into that plank. Hold, hold, hold. You're doing so good. And then drop the knees, toes come together, knees wide, come into your child's pose. So relax everything here, arms go out long, relax your head to the mat. Focus in on your breath. Using your hands to walk yourself back up. Come into downward facing dog. So spread your hands, come up onto your toes, belly to thighs and your bum towards the sky. Really ground down through your hands, spread your fingers, and then take slow walks, little tiny steps all the way to the top of your mat. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Hold here, put all your weight into your hands, and then slow walk back. Back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale and an exhale here, and then repeat. So slow walks all the way to the top of your mat. And then walk back, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Look in between your hands. Slow walk all the way up. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Go as far as you can. Then walk back. Downward facing dog. Drop the knees wide. Toes together. Child's pose. Using your hands to walk yourself back up. You can either repeat that sequence again if you need a little bit more, and if not, I will see you next time. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, guys. If you'd like to repeat the class, then feel free. And I hope that this helps with any arm balances or anything that you're working on. Don't forget to subscribe and like. It really, really helps me to keep these videos going. And I will see you next time. Namaste.